Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to lecture number 3 of chapter number 9, Forces and Machines. First of all, here is the answer key of lecture number 1. Please check your answers. Question number 1. What is force? Force is a push or pull which changes the size, shape, speed or direction of an object. Question number 2. In what ways do machines make work easier? A machine is a device for making work easier by either changing the size and direction of a force or by producing a larger movement from a smaller movement. Question number 3. Name 6 simple machines. Answer is lever, ramp or inclined plane, wedge, screw, wheel and axle, and pulley. Last question is, what are complex machines? Give examples. Complex machines are the machines which are made by combining 6 simple machines. Examples are cranes, egg beater, bicycle, etc. So I hope your answers are right. Now answer key of lecture number 2. Please check your answers. Fill in the blanks. Forces are measured in newtons. Number 2. Moment is equal to force into distance. Number 3. Units of a moment are Newton meters or Newton centimeters. Number 4. Weight is a force. Number 5. Our mass is pulled down by the earth's gravity. And the last one is, a moment of force is the turning effect of that force. So I hope your answers are right. Let's move forward. Lever. Please open page number 98. Let's do a quick recall. As you know that there are 6 simple machines and lever is the first one, and it consists of a rigid arm which is free to turn about a point called fulcrum. Students, just remember that with the help of a fulcrum, a lever can be functional. It is believed that lever is the earliest machine. Suppose some of the earliest people found a new cave to live in, but in front of that cave there was a large and heavy rock. So how could they move it out of the way? Perhaps one person knew how to lever the rock out of the opening of the cave. You can see in the diagram, a man is using a long and rigid branch of a tree as a lever to pull out the rock. And where is the fulcrum? Fulcrum is beneath the branch. Can you see? Fulcrum is beneath the branch and it is a small rock. And load is at the other end at the opening of the cave. By applying force at one end, the man will be able to pull the rock. So here the branch of the tree is the lever. Now classes of lever or types of lever. There are 3 classes of lever. First class lever, second class lever and third class lever. Please come to page number 99. In first class lever, fulcrum is in between the effort and load. There are different examples. The most effective one is of seesaw. Many of you like seesaw? Here in the diagram you can see fulcrum is in between load and effort. Let's suppose your friend is sitting at one end of the seesaw. He or she is actually a load and you are applying effort from the other end. And when you apply effort, you will be able to lift your friend up. So other examples of lever, first class lever are pair of scissors, claw hammer and water pump. Students, let's discuss the features of first class lever. As I told you that this type of lever produces larger force from smaller force. So we can say that it's a force magnifier. Magnifier means to make something big. Number 2, in first class lever, the effort moves further than the load. You can see in the diagram. Number 3, the fulcrum is nearer to the load than the effort to increase the turning effect of the effort. In the diagram, you can see To increase the turning effect of the effort, fulcrum is nearer to the load so that it can work effectively. Now the second class lever, please come to page number 100. So different examples are there, and one thing I want to tell you that you can see letter E, L and F over here. So E is for effort, L is for load and F is for fulcrum. Let's discuss an example, and that is of wheelbarrow. It's in your book. So we can see the use of wheelbarrows near construction areas where laborers use wheelbarrows to lift loads or bricks or anything they want to. So you can see letter E is written, it's for effort. From handles, effort can be applied. Load will be in that blue tub or bucket. And where is the fulcrum? Axle of the wheel serves as a fulcrum. So here you can see that load is in between the effort and the fulcrum. Wheelbarrows are of greater use to move load from one place to another. Let's discuss the features which are just like that of first class lever. Number 1, force magnifier. So dear students, it produces larger force from smaller force, so it's a force magnifier. Number 2 is also same as that of first class lever. The fulcrum is usually closer to the load, which increases the turning effect of the effort. Please come to page number 101, third class lever. In third class lever, effort is in between the fulcrum and load. In the diagram, you can see a man is holding a fishing rod, and he is holding the fishing rod near its bottom end, which is nearer to the fulcrum, and he has to use quite a large force to move the small load, which will be of a fish, and he has to move the load a long way, but he can do it with the small movement of the effort, and he is applying effort with the help of his wrist. So other examples of third class lever are of a spade, a stapler, someone using a broom. And do you know that the human arm is an example of a third class lever? Our elbow is like a fulcrum. Load is in our hands, but we are holding, and effort will be applied by our hands. Students, let's discuss the features. Number 1, it produces larger movement from smaller movement. Number 2, the load moves a greater distance. As I told you in example of fishing rod, that the load has to be moved a longer distance. Number 3, a large force is used to move a small load. Similarly, as I told you that the man will apply large force to move a small load, that will be of a fish. Now home assignment. There are few short questions. Number 1, define lever. Number 2, write features of first class lever. Number 3, give 3 examples of usage of third class lever in our daily life. And number 4 is draw diagram of all classes of lever from book page number 98. And please try to give answers in 3 to 4 lines. As you know, these are short questions. So that's all for today. Take care and Allah Hafiz.